The truck rally is really getting out of hand right now. Especially the fact that this happened this weekend. Some protesters, well, actually, we should say many, they were using the Terry Fox statue monument in Ottawa and using the statue for their own political agenda. And many people have really countered these people, including the mayor of Port Coquitlam, and also the Ottawa mayor, and some other people, even those with cancer. Because apparently there were some idiots hung a Canadian flag upside down, and something that reads "Mandate Freedom," which has nothing to do with freedom, and nothing to do with cancer research or Terry Fox at all. So as soon as this surfaced on social media, everyone started countering these protesters for their disrespectful actions. And although you might be supporting these truckers because you also believe in anti-vaccination, my body, my choice, so disrespecting you're disrespecting Terry Fox's legacy of help. So let's first start with the first person to speak out. Port Coquitlam Mayor Brad West. He said, to have someone try and appropriate his legacy and his image for a political cause, whatever the cause, is just sickening. It's just so wrong. Second person who also said something was Ottawa Mayor Jim Watson. So he had city staff to remove the disrespectful items that they put the upside down Canada flag and mandate freedom, which that's not freedom. Of course, you're not free of coronavirus just yet. So apparently, we thought it was, we thought, oh, finally that's done. But apparently, new social media photos surfaced with the statue holding a new sign, still disrespectful. And you should know already that Terry Fox, cancer patient and with an amputated leg, originally born in Winnipeg, but raised in Port Coquitlam. The then 22-year-old became famous with his 1980 attempt to run across Canada with to raise money for cancer research, and though he only made it from until Thunder Bay, he inspired many people to, especially those who have cancer. And every year we have the Turf Box Run. Schools do it. Every town does it. Every city does it. And many millions of dollars raised in his name for cancer research. Back to comment from Brad West. No one should ever try and take the feelings Canadians have about Terry Fox and use them for their own political purposes. It's disgusting, it's wrong, and it's also not going to work. I think this has backfired tremendously on whoever thought this was a good idea. And he also said, if I live closer to Ottawa, I do what I think a lot of people in Coquitlam do right now, which is I drive my truck right over there and I tear that crap off that statue myself. And this is when Aaron O'Toole, a Conservative Party leader, steps in and also agrees. And he talked against the people vandalizing the Terry Fox statue monument. And also, there was another thing he also pointed out, where people were dancing on the tomb of the unknown soldier. So one of the soldiers who were like fallen soldiers who didn't make it back alive after serving as a Canadian soldier. So he made a chain of tweets which reads, first part reads, our country was built by Canadians who sacrificed and inspired their generation and generations to come. These individuals include Terry Fox, who ran across our country to raise awareness of cancer, and Nathan Cirillo, who paid the ultimate sacrifice. I support the right to peacefully protest, but that should not be confused with blatant disrespect for the men and women who have served, inspired, and protected our country. The individual just creating these memorials should be ashamed, and their behavior undermines the brave Canadians who have sacrificed for our country. And of course, if you literally go to any country and try to do that behavior on a memorial for soldiers, oh yeah, you're being very disrespectful. Not only just the mayors and Aaron O'Toole and some general people, cancer. People also spoke out, taking to social media to point out that they had thousands of Canadians had their cancer treatments delayed after provinces canceled surgeries due to coronavirus pressure on hospitals and Toronto doctor Andrew Babak Buzardi said that on Twitter, Terry Fox sacrificed everything for people with cancer. Shameful as there are now thousands without access to cancer treatment as our hospitals care for the unvaccinated. Another person, James Moore, who is a former Conservative cabinet minister whose writing included support and Port Coquitlam, and now he serves as National Vice Chair of the Canadian Cancer Society. He called the actions of those people rallying Ottawa right now disrespectful, referring to the Terry Fox statue. Terry Fox died of cancer that he exacerbated 100 marathon of hope running across Canada to try to raise money to fight the deadly disease. Quite the opposite of what's happening here. He also said, have a protest, do your thing, don't disrespect this monument of a Canadian hero. And even the Terry Fox Foundation chief stepped in and mentioning that not their protest, but pointed out that Terry Fox believed in science and gave his life to help others, which is cancer research. And of course, those people rallying right over there, yeah. Not just the truckers, it's the people who are like anti-vaxxers and they want coronavirus to be over, and want no safety measures to exist right now. And even some people are pretty dumb enough to say no government, which that's not a safe decision. So what Terry Fox actually wanted to do, which support people with cancer, and unfortunately he did die of cancer, and he's a hero. He wanted to help people. He believed in science. While those people don't believe in the science and only the fact, their feelings over facts, and they don't even believe in the scientists and doctors or even healthcare professionals. And coronavirus ain't over. And the recent case reports that we're seeing, the number of regional case reports and regional hospitalization reports are almost very level, and they're almost the same, sometimes even higher. Of course, without government, it's chaos. So, whoever ever even thought of that, they don't want to follow the rules. It's always about them. These people are. It's always about them. They don't have no consideration of others. And also, and most likely, some of those people were listening to liars like Dr. Patrick Phillips, who is misinforming people about vaccines and act like a complete rat. And coronavirus will not be over this now. And people need to continue doing the regular regulations, wearing a mask, washing hands, and sanitizing your hands, staying 2 meters away from other people, and limit unnecessary travel and gatherings. And these people, they're just making it worse for us right now. And now, and the fact that some people rather choose to not follow regulations, and this is the same mistake that we're keep making. We loosen regulations, people don't follow the rules, and then strict regulations return, and they continue to, and things get worse. Coronavirus increases, decreases. It's the same pattern all over again. And of course, with the statues, vandalism. Uh-uh. So whoever it was, or whoever group of people, because there are people who just regularly protest and just people who just take it too far. So the people who took it too far, shame on you. And because of these people, now don't let, like, if living in a USA wasn't hard enough, yeah, Canada, no, we're no better. You want to prove you're like that Canada is a better place to live? Why don't you act like it? Stop being woke, believe in the science, and the government has to believe the science. Otherwise, they can't just make the decisions. Well, some people like Dr. Karen Moore are on the right track, while the Alberta one, Dr. Dina Henshaw, don't listen to her. And of course, all international border crossings, you gotta have that safe mandates, because, rules are rules. And especially that we're not in a safe position, and 2021 was pretty bad. Remember, we got the worst Christmas present ever in Ontario? Highest number of coronavirus cases. It was that bad. So take this seriously. Because some people have no consideration from other people right now. And it's a problem. People these days.